I'm dealing with this idea, with this project for about 1 year. For half year, we have been working unsuccessfully a bit, because we are trying to reach a lot of people, investors, to ensure them, okay, our project is good, you should support us. And now I'm proud, I'm happy that we have got some investments and we can start. And actually this project helped me to find the link to Thomas. Together with Miriam, actually when I came to Switzerland, I was unhappy because I understood that I'm here. Me and my children, we are in a safe place. And probably it would be better for me to be on the front line and to volunteer. And I thought, what can I do from here? If I cannot get back to Ukraine, what can I do? How can I apply my skills, my knowledge? And I started to think about different projects in different fields. And this idea came to my mind that we have a lot of problems with our soils. And I drafted, together with Miriam, we drafted our first proposal, and we spread it with different universities in in Switzerland, trying to reach appropriate persons. And Thomas, one of the person who we sent this request, and he answered us, yeah, your project is very interesting, but I'm not a specialist in agriculture, but I'm interested in your skills and your knowledge, and you're welcome to CIS Rebuild Ukraine project. So I'm happy that it was a link. And actually, I'd like to say you about my project. Just small background. You know that Ukraine traditionally played a key role in the world's food security and world food market. And there were severely damaged agricultural production. And during these 2 days of our business forum, we were talking a lot about losses, human losses, financial, economical losses, but we were not just Ute Selin say today about environmental losses that were caused by Russia aggression, by the Russia war. And so our idea is to restore, to rebuild our environment, to help rebuild, reconstruct our country with less losses that it can be. And we need to start with mapping farmland and to document hazards and contamination, and prioritize our land production remediation. And I'm pretty sure that time comes to say about reparation. Our agricultural land will be the first one among the first topics that will be raised, should be raised, because it takes money, it takes time to rebuild our soils. So I will not say a lot about some bullet points that our agriculture is very important for economic of Ukraine. That you can see that more than 55% of our Ukrainian lands is arable land, and before the war, agricultural sector contributed a lot to GDP of our country, and about 15% of our people are involved in agricultural sector, and agricultural products really an important export for Ukraine that helps us to get a good revenue. Unfortunately, during the last 10 years before the war, agricultural sector was among the more rapidly developing sector of Ukraine. It showed good results, and really we switched from the Soviet-oriented agriculture to market-oriented agriculture, to organic production, and we did a lot, and a lot of projects had been realized before the war. And the European Union, they considered Ukraine as an exporter of organic production. And now, what is going now? Now we should, the war actually set back by years our agriculture, and we should start from remediation, and we should think how to survive, how to feed up our population and 400 million people around the world who rely on our food market. And as our Minister of Environment Protection reported that 1/3 of our country is mined. And it can take up to, from different kind of estimation, up to 30 years to demine our countries. And if you compare the territories of mined territories of Ukraine, it can be compared with the two Austria, one United Kingdom country. So if you can imagine just the scale of the disaster, it's terrible. And our lands, we have a problem with mine pollution. Pollution caused by burning and spilling of petroleum products. Pollution from emissions of substances deposited on the ground. And actually, as a specialist in climate policy, I would say that during the more than 1 year of the war, we got additionally 100 million tons CO2. Can you imagine? It's like an emission produced by an industry country like Netherlands. It was just additional contribution because of the war. So, and pollution by military waste and other hazardous substances as a result of military action. So, I'm trying to travel a lot, to have business travels in the UK, in Europe, and I'm trying to reach some people from government, from business, who can help Ukraine, who can help agricultural sector. And when I explain them the problem, they say me, the answer for me, okay, we understand that you have a lot of very critical topics, like we can help you with humanitarian support, we can help you with military techniques, but agriculture, it's not what we should think right now. Let's wait when the war is over, and then we'll think what to do with the agriculture. But actually, we cannot wait. It can be too late. Because to remediate our lands, it can take up to 15 years. So we should start now with remediation, with developing strategy, how to support our agricultural sphere. And restoring safe and productive agriculture will take a lot of investments. And for now, we should precisely indicate all the damages to be ready to apply for reparation. And of course, I'm pretty sure that the world will help us, and we will somehow use this opportunity for a Marshall Plan. Okay, I see. So now I'm switching to exactly our project. Together with my colleague from Royal Agricultural University, with ARUP, the British company, LSN company, and Sumy National Agrarian University, we decided to launch this huge project that consists of 3 different parts. All our partners, all our team members, they're quite experienced in these topics, and they provided different kinds of investigation in Asia, West Africa, North Africa, East Africa, contained that are linked to the topics that I am explaining to you now. And our main idea is creating a agile and scalable Ukrainian capacity for supporting the remediation of critically affected agricultural land, safeguard food security and sustainable farming. And our project consists of 4 different parts. As academic community, we conduct research. We are going to use our research as the best for our future training, future expert on land remediation, decontamination, and we are going to provide some equipment and to help our future expert to operate with data that they are going to obtain. And so our project consists of 3 different parts. First, we conduct research. Research what kind of contamination pollution we'll have in our lands, because so many different military techniques, equipments, explosiveness, missiles we have got in Ukraine, so we cannot even forecast what kind of elements, chemicals we will get in our soils, in our groundwater. So the first we decided to check, and we choose 20 farms in occupied that were previously occupied lands in Chernihiv, Sumy, and Kharkiv. And we developed a protocol for investigating soils and to detect different kinds of elements that we have in our soils, damaged soil after there were actions. And today, this what were done yesterday and today, my team, exactly in Ukraine. They visited these sites on farms, and they took the soil samples, and they will bring, in a week, they will bring these soil samples to Bern. And together with Bern Fachhochschule, we will investigate what we have in the soil samples. And we will discuss, we have collected a lot of people from ATH, from BFH, and we will discuss what kind of contamination we have and how can we cope with that. What should we do? What kind of strategy we should offer our farmers to deal with this project? And these people, today, they sent me a message, we are survived. We survived because it's really very dangerous areas. In some of lands are mined still, and you see the remnants of rockets and craters that were left by rockets. And I'm very proud. Each of us have its own battlefield. Somebody has battlefield on the front line, and their psychologists, they have their own battlefield.
Direct question to that, because that's really an important topic. Very direct question to that. How do you assess the risks to send your colleagues there? No, I'm serious about that, because it's serious and they survive. Do you hear the feeds before they go?
We discussed with local authority where they can take these soil samples, and they say, okay, these places are more or less safe. They cannot guarantee 100%. And they sent me, we visited, okay, okay, it is not 100% safe, but they did that, and they are heroes. And the next idea is we will put all our research as a base of our training. We are going to train 24 future experts on land assessment, remediation, decontamination. And it's going to be like a partly humanitarian project, because we are going to choose our future experts among former soldiers who got back from the front line with amputees probably. And they don't understand, they don't see their life out of front line. And we are going to give them this belief that they can be useful and they can do something very good for our future, for our country. And so 24 future experts will be selected among former soldiers. And we are in and these experts, they will be involved in a huge project mapping our country. We do understand that, and we have this app developed by our partner, Arup company, and our future expert will map with their phones lands that they visited, and we will get access to experts around the world to this app, and they can say, okay, I see this farmer and this land has such level of contamination, and you can do this, that. They will develop plan for the contamination of that exact lands, and community or government, they can request any experts, and expert can get access to the dashboard and recommend what to do and how to decontaminate that. And our project can be put as a blueprint for strategy to develop an agricultural sector in Ukraine at all.